Alright, how's it going everybody? I'm Gohan, Ostrich as a Captain Goo, how do you do? And today, we are here to be continuing off from where we left off in our last episode of the Pokemon X Hardcore Nuzlocke of the base game. And, in this episode, we are going to be going through Victory Road. And I'm also using a new headset. I think they both sound pretty similar. I just wanted to see how this one does for the Victory Road and see going forward. I mean, we're just leaving off, we were leaving off exactly where we were. We're going to just keep her going. And since this is going up on Wednesday, when I'm recording this, which is the night of Tuesday, so yesterday, when hopefully somebody's seeing this, we had two big things come out. Oh, also I should say, Aggron does have the HM for strength on him. I replaced Heavy Slam for it, just out of just to see, because I feel like that's the movesets that we need. I'm gonna be honest too, I feel like I botched every single part of that sentence, but okay. Today, when I'm recording this, we have had quite a nice little set of announcements. And to be honest, I have not seen, I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct. I know we do have a Pokemon channel, but for the most part, I am not a full-on Nintendo person. It doesn't mean I don't like Nintendo games. I mean, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I've played a couple of the Legend of Zeldas, but hold on. But I'm not the biggest on the Nintendo properties, and honestly, the Pokemon Presents really scratch my itch for when it comes to anything Nintendo. So that's just like a little heads up about me. I'm upset about that. Oh, I'm upset about that. I am upset about that. I do not like that, Sam. I am. I hate that. I hate that. That's what we end up with. And Alright, so no more encounters for the rest of the whatever. That's great. Maybe we'll get a shiny here. But I'm gonna pop a repel because I just can't be bothered anymore with. I don't even remember what. I guess it's in the items pouch, which I guess makes sense. We'll pop one of our super repels. But quick comment below what you all thought of the Nintendo Direct and the Sony PlayStation Showcase. Is that what I don't know what's called, but I feel like there was at least something for everyone, unless you're just an Xbox person, which I am an Xbox person, and in a sense, mainly whenever I had to make that big decision of PlayStation or Xbox, I had enough friends who were already on Xbox, so I went to Xbox. But that does not mean I will not play PlayStation games. I tend to lean towards playing Xbox. Like for just all my regular titles, like all just your AAA, all your everyone plays these, bang bang, yeah. So, which I'm also a sports guy, so my Maddens, my 2Ks, now that MLB The Show's on, now that MLB The Show is on Xbox too, as I am going to get on out of here after that, because that was annoying. I didn't like that one bit. I also didn't even see what attack that was. So I'm gonna check. Oh, outrage. I see. Also, just a quick little note. Plan is we're getting through Victory Road. We're doing all of Victory Road today. I think we're going Victory Road all today. Elite Four on Thursday. Champion, and then like just the wrap up on Friday. We can start everything fresh next week. That is ideally the plan. So we'll see how everything goes through for everything today. Well, for this recording, go and so on and so on. But yeah. All right. But again, I want to go back to we had a Nintendo Direct, the Sony PlayStation, whatchamacallit, and we also had nothing for Xbox. Yeah, it's whatever. But I'm going to leave the floor open for comments on what was your all's favorite game announced. Like, you can go like, hey, I like this from Nintendo, I like this from Sony. If you're just a Nintendo person, you can say, I like Farming Simulator number 7, like the most, and why. But yeah, I mean, it's, hey, like, I'd love to hear, like, everyone's thoughts on those games, like, all the different kinds of games, because it definitely felt like they gave a lot of people something to really fulfill their itch, to really scratch that itch, like I said before. One thing I know for sure is I need to play Breath of the Wild. I need to. I had it. I mean, I still have it. I just don't know where it's at. Is like that's the correct way of putting it. And I'm a person who gets very sidetracked, and whenever it's not my go-to console, sometimes I really struggle in being able to. I really struggle in getting through that game, because I mean, which I have a PlayStation 4. Like I said, I'm an Xbox person. I have a PlayStation 4. I have not beat Persona 5, and whenever I play a long amount of time, and then for some reason I just drop games. Not because I hate them, just like sometimes I just end up and drop them, which I need to get back to playing Persona. I mean, I played through my all-time favorite game, God of War, the PlayStation 4, new edition of God of War. And I mean, let's just be honest. I said that's my favorite game all time. It is. For me, it's almost like everything I could ask for. And we get God of War Ragnarok in November. And for God of War Ragnarok, I hope I can find a way to get a PlayStation 5. I would honestly love to be able to get a 4K TV as well. Like, I want that to be just the most perfect, beautiful just experience I could possibly have with the game. Like that is what I am looking for. Let's see what we get coming from the. Okay. This is our second encounter, which I mean, like, I've had the rappel up, so it's not the best way to judge, but still, it's. I mean, we can go ahead and get in this fight too. So, if I'm remembering right, I did like just a quick little glance over the Nintendo. We had, which I made the joke about the farming simulators, and that's because I've kind of seen a bunch of jokes about it. How it was like you had one farming simulator after another, and like I have no idea why they would do such a thing. No idea whatsoever why, like, it always is like hop on something and go. Cause I mean really like it was like, oh, let's hop on the zombie train and go with it for games, for movies. Just kind of interesting, crazy that that's the case. So but farming simulators. I mean, I guess that's the what? Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, like those people were probably feasting completely. Which I mean, hey, good for y'all. I mean, you can never be upset when people get. I mean, there's probably a point where you can just be like, when's the thing that I'm wanting coming? And I mean that, who knows? I just kind of as an idea, a thought, just there. We'll go ahead and battle them too. But I've seen Octopath Travelers 2, and Octopath Travelers is another game that I started, and like which this was the Game Pass, so I didn't fully, and like it was on the back end of having the Game Pass, and then like, yeah, I mean like you guys probably get the idea there too, but I mean the JRPG, the like that turn-based RPG style is like I just love that. That's probably one of my favorite things. Like I didn't know about Persona. I just got it at GameStop one day, and I was like, you know what? Like it was pretty much I'm going to just give it a shot. I started up, I seen it was turn-based, and I was like, oh, this is what it is. That's amazing. I'm here for it. Because growing up, one of my favorite games all time was Paper Mario. And I just have a bunch of like just memories of going to the YMCA, like my local YMCA, just it was like go to the YMCA, and then it was I'm blanking here real quick just to make sure I hit everything that I want. But yeah, go to the YMCA. They had a big TV with was it Nintendo 64, I believe? Like I don't even know what the console was. I just know they had Paper Mario right there, and that was like my go-to. Was let's go play Paper Mario. And I absolutely adored it. I never beat it. That is something that I need to get to on the Switch. There's a lot of games that I really want to get to on the Switch. Or I mean, like there's a whole bunch of games in general that I need to try and actually beat. Because if I'm remembering right, God of War was honestly one of the first games that I really completed. Or like one of the first games where I seen the credits. Which I mean, I mentioned I've been a sports person, so I mean you all can see, but because I never really finished Pokemon games either. I was always like get to one spot in a game, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and start over and just see what this new character's like. Because I had a level 100 Charizard that knew all the HM moves pretty much. It was a fly, cut, maybe Rock Smash and Strength too. No, it had Blast Burn, Fly, Cut. And then it might have had Wing Attack. And I could not get past Lorelei. Ostrich, wait a second. Oh, might be bad. Might be bad news. I've been thinking ever since all that trouble in Geosinge. Lysander chose only Team Flare. You and I chose everyone but Team Flare. But since our positions forced our hands, you can't really say any of us were right. That's why I feel that if both sides have something to say, maybe it's best to meet halfway. So I made a decision. From now on, I don't want to battle just to win, but to see how you and your Pokemon think and feel. That's the kind of Pokemon battle I'm going to have with you right now. Right. But... Alright. I might have to look up a whole thing about... We might have to really actually dive deep into the Pokemon Direct. I don't know. So I'm gonna hit Night Slash here real quick. And let's go see what... Oh, I flinched. Alright. You got me. Let's see... Nintendo Direct announcements. Let's see. All announcements from Zelda to Pikmin 4. Pikmin is also a game I've never played, so big props to anyone who actually played that or plays those, and you get what you want. So, I mean, obviously we got Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom coming May 12th, 2023. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Fire Emblem Engage. Okay, so wait, Vaporeon. I'm gonna... Fire Emblem Engage. I want to play a Fire Emblem game at some point. I would love to play a Fire Emblem game at some point, because it's either gonna be on that strategy side that I'm just not good at, or it'll be something that like I might not be good at, but I really enjoy. I don't know. Definitely something I want to look into. It Takes Two is like amazing. It's an amazing game. Great, amazing co-op. And I know I say amazing a whole lot, but I mean that is kind of the truth. So that's a big... I think that could run well on Switch too. Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. A remake of the Wii game coming to Switch next year. I have no idea really about that. I think that might be a horror game, I don't know, and if it is, that's not my style whatsoever. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Never played a Xenoblade Chronicles game before. If I were to start, I probably need to start off on the first one, but who knows. And then a new hero coming with Wave 3, so I mean this is just like expansion stuff. Fist of the North Star fitness boxing game. It's kind of a hilarious whatever to me. Tunic, a complex puzzle adventure. Releases September 27th. Front Mission. Okay. Oh, I need to get Sludge Bomb on my Venusaur, because we would have been in really good position here. We would have been in some like really good position. Front Mission. I have no idea. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. I hear that, I think of the Christmas movie. Splatoon 3 doesn't really catch my attention. I know there's a lot of people who like Splatoon 3. Octopath Travelers 2. I mentioned. Like, definitely something I would look into, but I would need to probably go back and beat the first Octopath Traveler to be able to truly enjoy that. Bay Farm, Fairy Tale Farmstead. Okay, that's one of our farming simulators. Let's hit a synthesis real quick, I guess. Final Fantasy, the Rhythm, Final Bar Line. That's a mouthful. The February 16th, 2023 is some kind of rhythm Final Fantasy game, I guess. So maybe people like that. Mario Rabbids, Spark of Hope. There's people who like Rabbids. I don't know if that's a joke or whatever, but that's amazing. I feel like just Rabbids are a very meme-y kind of deal, so that's cool. Rune Factory Pretty Special. coming to Nintendo Switch. Rune Factory, never played it. Alright, and now, Nintendo 64 games they have coming out on their little emulator. Pilot Wing 64, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Pokemon Stadium 2, The Pokemon Stadiums you cannot use, you can't transfer Pokemon in, which is, I don't want to say it's an uproar to it, but people aren't exactly happy about that. GoldenEye 007, and that is an absolute classic. I know that one for sure. That is a classic. There's a lot of people talking outside. Various Day Life, no clue. Factorio, no clue. IB, no clue. And for free update with Pauline and Diddy Kong for Mario Strikers Battle League. So any Mario Strikers fans, there you go. I love how I'm just kind of doing a little like run through of all this stuff. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 2 new courses, a Nintendo Switch Sports, Pikmin 4, Just Dance 2023, Harvestella, Farming Sim, Bayonetta 3, Rain Code, Resident Evil Village, Sifu, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Radiant Silvergun, Endless Dungeon, Tales of Symphonia, Life is Strange, Arcadia Bay Collection, Romancing Saga, Minstrel Song Remastered, Lego Brick Tales, Disney Speedstorm, Fall Guys. Okay, so pretty much, oh, and Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. So, that is your, that looks like that is your Nintendo Direct showcase they had. I mean, obviously, I think the game for most people is the new Legend of Zelda. If anything else, I would think about Octopath Traveler. I think just the Nintendo 64 stuff's always a cool thing, but nothing else really just is absolutely amazing to me. And that's my opinion. I mean, everyone's entitled. Oh, and then Fire Emblem. I would play the Fire Emblem game too, or attempt it, maybe. Hard to put a finger on it exactly, but I feel like you and I are alike. That's why I didn't want to lose to you. But I think the reason we're so alike is because we have so many things in common. Happy that we're friends. Max revives. Ooh. Alright. I'm renewing my rivalry with you. Since you're my rival, I want you to become a stronger and stronger Pokemon trainer. We'll keep getting stronger too, of course. I suppose the first step is mastering the power that comes from the bond between me and my Pokemon, just like you did. Do your best at the Pokemon League. An awesome trainer like you can handle it. Alright, let's see what the Sony... Let's look at all the announcements. The State of Play, that's what it's called. So hopefully there's a, I should probably just heal up real quick. That's what we're gonna just heal up. Heal her on up, up. Alright, and let's get our paralysis healed. Okay, and then over this way, there's nothing. And then we'll run back in here. Everything in that. Alright, now let's look at the Sony stuff too now. Tekken 8, which I can see being a big deal for a lot of people. I'm not a huge fighter person, but I mean, still, I can recognize that being a lot of people's stuff. Like a Dragon Ishin is coming to the West with a remake, so that's what it says. I mean, I've played the Yakuza games before. I recognize the characters, which I believe was like something they wanted to go with. When I looked it up, is it's a whole different story. Just they kind of put characters. They put characters there that you would know from playing other games they've made. So if I am wrong, someone can correct me on that. But I think the samurai stuff is pretty awesome. They unveiled the God of War Ragnarok controller. Ooh. Star Wars and some other and another VR game. The Harry Potter game has an exclusive quest, a game called Pacific Drive that looked interesting, but not sure how it really plays. The Bandai Namco announced a new mecha game called Sensuality. Not really the hype one would to me. That was probably like the least hype of the games, and like just interest. So PlayStation will publish Stellar Blade, which debuted at last year's PlayStation Showcase, which I thought that ended up looking like a very interesting game. And then Rise of the Ronin was also a very interesting looking game. As I said, I do like the idea of I guess that's like the shinobi, like that's your ninja, your samurai stuff, and I think that is pretty cool. So I would say I am fairly excited with, like, all in all, like the Sony announcement stuff was amazing, which we also got God of War Ragnarok, like even more stuff dropped, and just amazing. So I would say pretty much everything from Sony is, long story short, everything from Sony minus like 1, 2, minus the VR stuff. And I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter person, but the game looked interesting. There was that other game that just didn't really catch my attention at all either, the Sensuality, the Bandai Namco game. But other than that, everything Sony showed off seemed amazing. And then Nintendo, I mean, obviously Legend of Zelda it looks amazing. I really need to try and find my copy of Breath of the Wild and play through that and just like beat it and get ready for the next game. Like that, I think that would be a pretty wise decision to do. So again, in the comments below, leave in the comments below, like, you all, like, what's the stuff you're excited about? Like, what games excited you? I mean, if there's something that I passed over, I just excused as like not really interesting to me, just recognize that just because it's not interesting to me doesn't mean, I'd expect people to really like stuff that I'm not really a fan of. And then there's probably someone out there who hates God of War, even though that just sounds outrageous to me. But yeah, just kind of leave y'all's opinions on everything. But definitely a very, very good day for game announcements, at least in my opinion. I mean, the biggest question is, what about Metroid 4? Metroid Prime 4? I had a friend I have a friend who's into the Metroid series, really into the Metroid Prime game, said that was the kind of game that I would like. And I've honestly, Metroid Prime 4 got it, the little announced title, all those years ago, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Hopefully they'll bring out some kind of something where you can. Hopefully they'll bring out some little trilogy for Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, and you'll be able to go through all those. But we haven't seen anything whatsoever really about it, so kind of confused going forward with all that stuff. But I'm definitely hoping we hear something from that before 2030 something. I mean, ideally that we'd hear something like by next year, but who knows? Hold on. Okay. But yeah, that's my thinking going forward with everything. So, I mean, obviously, if we rank it, it's God of War Ragnarok is like 1, and then you could just pretty much go down to 5, at least in hypeness for me. And I would say probably that like a Dragon Ishin. I'm still not too solid sure about the pronunciation of that, so I'm not trying to really botch it too much, but the Like a Dragon, okay, outspeed, we're good here. That Ronin, the game. So, let's go, God of War Ragnarok, honestly, Like a Dragon, Ishin and then after that we'll do Legend of Zelda, and then do the Ronin game, and then I guess you could probably go Fire Emblem and like all those games announced for the Nintendo 64. That would be my list, I guess, for like just the hypeness of everything. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and heal up again here. Pop a full restore on the Xerneas. I forgot what it was called. And we'll just continue on. As far as I'm trying to think, like other games that are really close to coming out. Gotham Knights is something I'm pretty interested in. I mean, I've played a couple of the different Batman games. I've never I'm really bad at finishing games, guys. It's honestly something that I just don't do, and it really isn't intentional, but that's also a good way of I guess I might be one of those people that's how you can really tell if a person likes the game is if they actually beat it. Because I can play through a game for a little bit and give it a chance, but sometimes I'll just stop playing. I've mentioned that already. It's kind of crazy how that is that's really the case for me. But yeah, anything else oh goodness, yeah, we should be good as a mega. I'm trying to think other Gotham Knights. There's the new Tales from the Borderlands, which if anyone else knows anything about that, feel free to leave some kind of comment on what you think about it, because I'm not sure on the characters. It definitely feels like it's not gonna reach the Reese and Fiona level for characters. But I am a Borderlands fan. I mean, the first Borderlands 2, the Tales from the Borderlands was amazing. I'm not too sure how I feel going with the new Tales from the Borderlands. Borderlands 3 was Borderlands 3 was a lot better than Borderlands 2 gameplay wise. But you just can't beat Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack he's up there for pretty well written villains, especially in the stupid humor that Borderlands has too. And oh boy, is this just look at my little just second favorite Pokemon Go. Look at my dude right there. Look at my dude. He is just awesome. And I still have no idea why I like him so much. What? Do I do stupid? Outspeed. Yeah, we outspeed. I don't want to switch anything. I don't know if I wanted to switch anybody in on a blizzard. That was terrifying. Snorlax. That is also terrifying. I'm going to, like, this is a definite, we've got to get our Leech Seed up. We have to get our Leech Seed up. Look at that damage. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely terrified. At least we have a huge big tree dinosaur. Okay, and we get the Leech Seed off, so I mean, all things considered, we are in amazing shape now. I am going to hit that Toxic as well now, because it's what I do. It is what I do. My friend who likes Metroid Prime, I was talking to him like recently, and he said he doesn't like the idea of a Leech Seed Toxic like layout for your moveset. And I mean, it's just, I don't know, like, it's the one, like, I just feel like whenever you get Grass Poison, you've got to just make use of the annoying stuff you have, because it's, I feel like it's a good typing, it's just kind of overused at the same time. And I am going to go into Steve right here. Alright, and I do want to apologize to one dude who commented on the last episode, because I feel like I was looking at that and I thought he might have been more, like, he might have been trying to be more sarcastic. So I might have not gone at the exact tone I should have, but I mean, it is hard to understand how people write stuff. Also, terrifying. I was not expecting Earthquake from Snorlax. I was not expecting that. It scared me. I will be completely honest there. But the comment was like, "Oh, if you didn't have Sturdy, you would have been dead." Which, and then it said great content, I believe. So I mean, like, it was positive, but at the same time, like, I do look at stuff, like, I do end up being more pessimistic unintentionally. It's a very bad, very, very bad thing of mine that for how I am. So I do want to apologize to one dude. I don't have your name written down anywhere, but I mean, like, you know exactly who you are. Big apologies for just a complete misunderstanding. Hope you can understand just the way that I look at stuff. So I just go on from there. Also, I was expecting everything to be almost. I was expecting us to be done. We've really loaded up. We have really, really loaded up on back-end fights, because I was expecting to kind of be done at this point now. So I'm going to do this, and I'm not too confident in how this. Okay, yeah, I wasn't confident in that. Oh wait, Alright. My bad. I just completely blanked on the move I do have. Still Wings, they're gonna be not. Goodness, I guess technically Still Wing is gonna be like just neutral damage because of the rock typing, but I really would have figured Stillwing wouldn't have been crazy. So I don't know. I guess I might be thinking of Steve. I might be thinking of Aggron as a whole lot more defensive than he really is. I might be giving him too much credit. Which, I mean, Aggron looks cool, so of course, like, if you're gonna give a person a lot more credit than they deserve when they just look cool too. And video is going on for a while. I'm so tired, like, just like gassed out from talking at this point. Misty Terrain. I'm going to keep old moves, and I hope that's the right call. Alright. So, no matter what I do, I'm gonna protect here real quick. Actually, just... Okay. I'm happy I protect... Okay. I know that's a very low accuracy. Well, I mean, like, it's one of those moves that it'll never hit if you use it, but the moment your opponent uses it, it'll hit every single time. Like, I know it's one of those things. So, I'm super duper happy that I did what I did and protected there, because I would have just like, I was thinking about just going head on in, just trying to hit it because I knew it couldn't live a hit. So, I mean, if you got protect, you use protect. That is definitely a good lesson to know. As Moonblast does the trick there. Alright. Okay. And I said I'd give you all a long episode, but I think I'm still gonna keep it at that first episode of the next series will definitely be it's gonna be an hour. I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. We are at the Pokemon League. I'm going to be healing up. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of other stuff in the next episode. I am happy to have this one over with because I'm getting gassed out. I've not been doing 40-minute videos that much. I feel like I talked pretty consistently there. I mean, like, I was looking on the list, but still. But we're gonna end it here. We're gonna get everybody at level 65. Getting ready to go to the Elite Four in the next episode. I'm gonna have the best team I possibly can ready to go, and that's just what we're gonna do. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, I'm Gohan Ostrich as a Captain Goo, and until next time, peace out.